Hi, it's James from decaf.com, the UK's leading decaffeinated coffee brand. Today, we're going to ask the question: is caffeine addictive? Ask almost on anyone on the street if they drink 2 or 3 coffees a day and you'll find a lot of people saying yes. For example, 80% of Americans consume caffeine daily. But ask those same Americans if they're addicted to caffeine and they'll probably say no. Then, ask them to try and stop drinking coffee completely the next day and they'll probably make some excuses and walk off quickly. In short, people rationalize in their mind that they're in control and like the taste, ritual and habit of drinking coffee and having a coffee break. So, you don't see people quitting coffee regularly or easily. Indeed, coffee, and caffeine, surrounds us. We see it in the kitchen, on the way to work, on the bus, on our social media, in the office canteen and then on the way home. And it's acceptable to drink coffee. So, what does science say about caffeine and its habit-forming or addictive qualities? Well, there has been quite a lot of scientific study on the subject and the following conclusions have been made. Number 1, withdrawal symptoms from caffeine can be intense, including headache, fatigue, mood changes, muscle pain and nausea, as well as cravings for caffeine. So, on the face of it, it would appear to have addictive qualities because it is painful and unpleasant to give up. Roland Griffiths of the Johns Hopkins Bayview Center concluded a study on caffeine with the following statement: although the phenomenon of caffeine withdrawal has been described previously, our study documents higher incidence of caffeine withdrawal. The minimum dose required for caffeine withdrawal is lower and the range of symptoms is higher than heretofore recognized. Roland Griffiths later said, "I don't have any problem in saying that caffeine is a mildly addicting drug. I think that describes it. But other studies disagree." For example, Dr. Sally Sattel of the American Enterprise Institute, a conservative think tank funded by the American Beverage Association, released a literature review in 2006 called "Is Caffeine Addictive?" The study's conclusion was that, no, caffeine is not addictive, though it is weakly reinforcing, and that the possible reinforcing effects of coffee may not be the caffeine, but rather the pleasurable aroma and taste of coffee as well as the social environment that accompanies coffee consumption. So, there are differing opinions on this issue. Either way, it's important to understand that caffeine in coffee must be understood and respected. If you do want to cut down or cut our caffeine entirely, it would be worth thinking about gradually reducing your coffee consumption, particularly if you're a heavy caffeine user. One way is to drink decaffeinated coffee, and you can do this in 2 ways. Firstly, drink decaf coffee in between caffeinated beverages to psychologically wean yourself off the real stuff. Then, secondly, to blend your caffeinated coffee with decaffeinated coffee to produce a half-caffeinated coffee. Here at decaf.com, we recommend the Swiss water process of decaffeination, which uses water, no chemicals, to decaffeinate the coffee beans and is 99.9% caffeine-free. To find out more, please visit www.decaf.com or check out our YouTube channel for more videos on decaf, caffeine and coffee topics.